Welcome to the second episode of AutoReview. My name is Patrick, and today we're going to review the Audi Q5 with a 2-liter engine. Let's hop inside and I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about the car. We have Audi Q5 2.0 liter, 225 horsepower, 350 newton meters of torque, top speed of 222, 0 to 100 in 7.9 seconds, which is good for a car like this. I will mention all the the weights and the length and all the measurements of the car later. Very good thing, you just heard it, or maybe you don't hear it, is the start-stop system. So we're at the traffic light, the engine turns off automatically. You have a separate button here. If you don't want to use this feature, you can turn it off. Problem that I encountered in Dubai, we have 30.5 degrees at the moment, which is not too hot. In summer we have 50 degrees. Is that after a certain time, if you're standing too long, it will turn off automatically, because the AC cannot run long enough to keep the car cool without the engine running. So in Dubai it will only work for around 10-15 seconds, depends on the temperature outside. You have the power steering, obviously, which in my opinion is a bit too soft. It doesn't have the direct feeling that you would expect from, for example, a hot hatch like a GTI or something that's basically lower. Obviously this is an SUV, so I understand. You have the, intelligent steering wheel, which you have some mode buttons here. You can control the radio, the telephone, and a few other things. Dashboard is very, very clear, very functional. I like it a lot, with the big speedo in the middle. Obviously you can change this. You have the range, you have average speed, you have average fuel consumption, actual fuel consumption, and temperature, kilometers, and also it shows you as well which gear you're driving. Obviously this is the 8-speed automatic gearbox here, which is really good. There are a lot of cars, especially small cars, that if they have an automatic, only have a 4-speed automatic, which is really, really horrible and bad because it keeps the revs very high if you drive highways. I drove with this one just recently 90 kilometers an hour, and the rev was at 1600 RPM in the 8th gear, which is great. So the whole dashboard, very, very clear. You have the center dial mode button, whatever you want to call it. A few buttons on the right and left to go, basically shortcut buttons to go inside the menus. AC, you have the fan button, which you have to press, which opens the system, and then you can basically increase the fan, so you don't have a direct increase of the fan speed, but that works okay. Then you have the separate AC, is a three-zone AC, basically in the front and in the back, which you have the vents here, and it's very easy to adjust the temperature. We have a panoramic sunroof, which is a nice feature to have. Over the last 2-3 days when I had this car, I basically, every time I stopped at traffic light, I was looking up, especially in places where you have high-rise buildings, so it's a really nice feature. And as well for whoever is sitting in the back. Another thing which is nice is basically the build quality of the Audi. Obviously it's very, very good. This one is a lava gray exterior color, pearl effect, with the beige Napa leather. Recommendation from my side, if you have a family with small kids and you tend to eat in your car or let your kids eat in the car, do not order this color, because whoever had this car before me had, I guess, some kids in the back, and you could see it in the leather. You have, some marks and all these things, which is, obviously you can get them out, but it's very difficult. Size-wise, spacious. I have a lot of space behind me. You can still sit a very tall person. I'm 183 in centimeters. The middle seat, however, is not recommended for long distance for someone who's tall. Maybe for a child is fine. In regards to the seats, we have ISOFIX on the seats in the back, outer seats in the back, and as well in the front. You can disable the airbag for your child if you have a reverse baby seat here. Boot space is good. You can fold the seats in the back remotely from the boot, and you can incline the rest, the backrest. So you have two different levels of it. It is pretty much flat, which is good as well. The seats are electric in the front. You have going up, down, left, right. Sorry, not left. Up, down, front, back, and as well for the lower back area. Then the mirror has an automatic dimming function. The mirrors on the sides electrically fold and unfold, which I kind of used when I drove somewhere, and I could basically fold the mirror so a motorcycle could pass in traffic, which was nice. Sound system is very nice, very loud, deep bass, which is good. Then all the windows are power windows. Basically, you just push one time and it goes down, which is nice as well. You have storage compartment in here. You have the handrest in different angles. You can move it up and down, back and forth, which is good as well. Now, negative parts of this car are: this car costs 36,000 euro, 178,000 dirham. Here in Dubai. Obviously in Germany we're more expensive, or anywhere in the European market. The screen is not a touch screen. It's very small. It's kind of pixelated. I mean, if you have an iPad, you're used to obviously something more high resolution, which will have some area of improvement or development opportunities for Audi in the future. Then it has no reverse camera. You have parking sensors in the front and the back, which is fine, but it doesn't have a reverse camera, which should be in a car in this price range. Other than that, there's nothing really I can say bad about this car. The engine is very responsive, very quick, works well with the gearbox together. Fuel consumption, as per Audi, is 7.9 liters. I'm driving around 11.7 now. Obviously, it's hotter here in the UAE than in the European countries. So, as I understand, and the traffic itself is a bit faster here. You need to really move on faster from the traffic light, otherwise people start horning at you. You don't have that really much in Europe so much. Yeah, in general, over this 2-3 days I had this car, very happy with it, easy to park, and well, fuel consumption is good for what the car delivers. So it's good for that. You sit high, you have a good view, the mirrors are sufficiently big. From my side, a recommendation. However, get it with the GPS navigation. Get a reverse camera, which is missing, and 2-liter engine is sufficient in my opinion. You don't really need a 3-liter. 3-liter is if you do maybe a lot of highway, a lot of overtaking on B roads and things like that. Last but not least, I hope you enjoyed this review. Give me feedback, leave a comment below, subscribe, and let me know what you think about it. Any other cars that you would like to see in the future. And one more thing, thank you very much Audi Middle East for providing this car. There will be more reviews coming, and I hope you liked it, and thank you very much. Goodbye.